Hello everyone, I'm Marcello. This is Jolie Erickson. Day 9 of spring practices here at Auburn. I'll tell you something, it's very similar to day 1 here because we don't have a lot of answers to whether, 1, players are separating themselves at certain positions, and 2, if there are any starters. It seems to be a very common theme here among every coach and player we talk to. They're not ready to name starters yet.
Yeah, no, the most we did get was that Rhett Lashlee said tonight that you can probably figure some of them out if you think real hard, which is, I assume, code for they started last year or played a key role last year. But other than that, I mean, we asked him several times today, are you, in a lot of different ways, are you going to name a starting quarterback? Have you named a starting quarterback? Has anybody named a starting quarterback? And basically the answer is no.
That's it.
Basically, the answer is no, and Rhett's kind of okay with maybe we could name one this spring, maybe we could name one next fall, maybe we could name one in June. I mean, there's not a whole bunch of stuff we can pin down for you, and it's kind of like that at every position.
Yeah, I just had a bug fly in my eye, so I'm sorry about that. Quarterback,
live TV.
You would think that Jeremy Johnson would be the starter, but they're not even ready to say that. That's crazy. Running back, we would think they would not announce anything until they probably won't even announce anything in the fall because that's just how they roll. Mm-hmm. Offensive line, that you're gonna have a good idea of what's going on
Coleman,
there.
Young, probably Kozan.
Receiver, same way probably. Obviously Duke. You got guys like Marcus Davis, Tony Stevens, who's supposed to be stepping up. What's interesting though is hearing about Tony Stevens, a guy who's usually relegated to one spot. He's moving around a little bit more, which kind of shows you that they trust him a little bit more, and maybe they're wanting to move him to different spots. Similar to what they try to do with Duke. I want to see where Duke's going to play quite a bit more. But anyway, that aside, you have a pretty good idea of who's going to start where, but it's just interesting that they're not like completely just laid back with the quarterback position. But a lot of that has to do, as we mentioned, they're just not, they haven't really blown the doors off of the coaches.
No, in the scrimmages, the one scrimmage so far, but Tyler Queen was the one who threw the touchdown pass, if the one touchdown pass there was thrown. And Rhett Lashlee said something that I thought was pretty illuminating. He kept going back to it. He said they graded out fine. They made the right decisions. They only had 2 poor throws apiece. But he's looking for something more than that. He's looking for guys to make a play. He's looking for guys to make a throw that you're not supposed to make. You're supposed to make a play in the scramble, something like that, and they're just not doing it yet. Brandon and I were just talking about this. When Bennet Marshall first got here, they said that stuff from the very first scrimmage, just going forward.
You know how you can cure that, Joel?
How can you cure that, Brandon?
You can make the 2 quarterbacks live and make them run for their life.
You could do that.
But you probably get someone hurt.
Yep.
You probably don't want to do that. So,
anyway, we've got much more coverage coming for you the rest of this week at AL.com. We're going to talk to the assistant coaches who are not named Lashlee or Muschamp tomorrow. And hopefully, there'll be some insightful stuff. All that's going to be on AL.com.